Let's face it, you probably clicked on this video because you want to make money. Whether you dedicate 1 hour a day or 1 day a week, your priority should be turning these side hustles into main source of income. Right out of high school, I actually started doing Airbnb while attending college. And because Airbnb is actually semi-passive income, this allowed me to do other things and focus on my school. These side hustles that I'll be covering today are the things that I've actually done in the past and I'm still doing it currently. Let's get started. Before we begin, I just want to mention that I'll be going over the pros and the cons and how much you can actually make from these side hustles. Starting with Airbnb, it is pretty much semi-passive income. And what I mean by this is that when you first set up the business really well, it actually will generate income while you don't do anything. And this is considering that you hire the proper cleaners and proper managers to possibly manage your listings. And this business pretty much frees up your time so you can work on other important things. Pro of Airbnb is that it can earn you more than the rent income. Airbnb will generate more income than collecting just regular monthly rent. You'll have money to cover your mortgage and the rent and extra side income.
More money! Ah!
So if you own a place that is capable of doing vacation rental, it is a no-brainer that you should be doing Airbnb. So now that we covered the pros of Airbnb, let's go over the cons. So the first con is that the units that you own will degrade faster than if you're renting it out. The guests that are staying at your place, as much as they're respectful and stay clean, the place is just gonna wear out over time. This is just expected and these are the costs of doing the business. The second con is that the customer service of running this business is very, very stressful. I mean, I've had cases that I've had complaints that I just could not mitigate and control. And, you know, you're not gonna have 100% satisfaction on your properties.
I don't know what you want.
Next up on our list, we have real estate, photography, and video. So I've done this for about a year or two while doing real estate business. And the pros of this business is that it is a stress-free environment. And because you're working alone, just going to the listings and shooting there probably by yourself while other people are outside, you really don't have anyone to tell you anything or have any stress while doing the work. Another pro of running a real estate photography and video is that it has a low barrier of entry. All you need is one camera and probably a tripod to run this business, and anyone can afford a camera and a tripod. And if you don't have a proper camera, you can just use your phone, and if you have a wide angle lens, that's all you need. And when you want to do a video for real estate, all you need is a stabilizer, and these days you can even buy a gimbal and stabilizer for your phone. The con of real estate photography and video is that it can be physically demanding. Shooting a property, it usually takes around 1 hour to 2 hours to shoot the video. And depending on the size of the property, it can take a lot more. Another con is editing can be a pain in the ass. I mean, when you start to edit these photos and videos, oh my gosh, your eyes start to pop out, and like you just have to edit tons and tons of these photos and videos, and sometimes the weather just doesn't help on your side, so you have to Photoshop the weathers to be as nice as possible, and it can take a lot of time.
Right, that's it. I've had enough.
How much can you make from doing real estate photo and video? Probably around 5 to 6 figure range if you're doing full time, and that's why I would rate this probably, I would give this a B rating, and not because that it's earning low, but because how it's capped and you have to trade your time for money. Next up, we have e-commerce. And I'm specifically talking about launching your own brand or doing dropshipping business that I've done. So first pro is that this can be a passive income. Sort of like Airbnb, it takes time to set it up in the beginning, but once it's set up, it's automated. It will be doing sales even in your sleep, and you'll be generating income even in your sleep. But you gotta realize that yes, it's a passive income after you set it up successfully. And that part just takes a lot of time. The second pro of e-commerce is how quickly you can get it off the ground and making money. And for dropshipping, you can probably launch a store within that day and probably generate revenue the next day. But as easy as that sounds, it's not always the case. you're gonna have many stores that are gonna fail and probably have to relaunch with a different product. Next pro of doing e-commerce is that it is an ever-growing market. E-commerce has been around for centuries and it is growing day by day. People are going to shop whether you like it or not, and even during the pandemic, they are still online shopping. And because of this, the potential to make money from e-commerce is very high if you just have the right product and the right store. The last pro of e-commerce is that you can work from anywhere. All you need is a laptop and internet connection, and you can pretty much be anywhere doing your business. The first con of running e-commerce is that this is a one-man job, and it is often very difficult to run everything as a one-man because there are certain skills that other people are better than you at doing the job. For example, if you're not really good at making videos or ads for your product, you can just relay that video to someone else to make it for you. Another con to this business is that when you set up the business, it's not always the end goal even if it runs smoothly. Because an ad that you made on social media can be doing very good for like a year or two, and then suddenly it just tires out and it drives no results. And I've seen this happen many times, and you have to cycle new creatives every month or so just to keep up with the business. So how much can you make from e-commerce? It's probably around 5 to 8 figure range. 8 figure and 7 figure is really good if you can do that per year. And because of all the factors that we've talked about, I would rank e-commerce S tier. No, actually, I will put it into the A tier. And next we have YouTube. Pro of doing YouTube is that you have amazing flexible schedule. You don't have to deal with anyone else telling you when to upload or things like that. YouTube has so many categories that you can be making videos for, so it's pretty much tailored for anyone to create videos. The best part about doing YouTube is that it has unlimited earning potential. You can only go up on YouTube, or that's what I've seen so far. The more views, the more money you can generate. The next thing is you can control everything that you do on your YouTube because you own the brand, you own the channel, so you are the boss and you can make anything that you want. And if you're one of those that might like fame, then that's one of the things that comes with YouTube. And the last thing, I talk about this several times already, but passive income. YouTube, yeah, I mean, you're shooting videos, you're writing scripts, and you're uploading these videos every week. However, it's once you upload it, it's a passive income for that video itself. The video will keep on getting more views and generate more revenue. A con of doing YouTube is that you really need a topic that you're going to be passionate about. You need to think of YouTube as a long-term career and not just a short viral video type of thing.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
Until you actually can monetize your videos, you're also not going to be earning any income on those videos and the work that you put into it. This can be varying for different people because some people get to 1,000 subscribers much faster than other people, and it can sometimes be discouraging because you put a lot of effort into one video and it doesn't get views. On whatever things you do, even businesses like e-commerce or Airbnb, you're gonna have negative reviews and feedback. How much can you make from doing YouTube? Probably 5 to 8 figures, I would say. And if I were to rank this, I'll put this in S tier. Next, we have day trading. One of the pro is that you can put minimal hours into the trading and make money. And this is considering that you put a lot of effort and time to learning day trading and to trade at a profitable level. And once you become profitable, that's when you can put in as little time as you can to make money. Normally people trade around 1 to 3 hours a day, and that's pretty much enough to capitalize on the market. The best thing about trading is that you can work from anywhere, just with your laptop or your phone with the internet connection. Another pro to day trading is that you can generate a lot of money. I don't know if you've seen those ads from these gurus, but some people can generate over 7 figures, and some people generate 4 figures, 5 figures a day. You have days that you can lose money, but it's just you have to minimize the losses and you have to capitalize on the gains. That is why to the third con we have 98% of people fail day trading. I mean, that's a statistics that's been around for ages. How much can you make from day trading? Probably around 5 to 7 figures. I'll put this at a B because of the statistics that 98% fail. Next we have day trading bots, and I've actually done an experiment where I've done this in my previous video. Day trading bot is pretty much a script that someone develops and it will trade stocks or forex for you, and usually it's a forex bot. I haven't seen any day trading stocks or options. And pro to day trading bot is that it can generate you passive income because you're pretty much not doing anything. You're just letting the bot run and it will generate you trades. It will execute you trades and possibly make money. And lastly, you have no stress unless it's losing you money because it's doing all the work for you. You know, it's taking the trading off your hands. So how much can you make from bot? I mean, I would say, you know, it's trading similar to day trading, so I would say maybe 5 to 6 figures. Depending how much capital you put in. And I would rate this, I'm gonna rate this on the D tier, pretty much the last tier, because I haven't seen a profitable bot yet. But if you do know something that is profitable, please leave it in the comments below and maybe I can check it out and make a video on. So next we have flipping items. You can find items to flip on Craigslist or Marketplace on Facebook. There are a lot of products out there to flip, depending on your niche. If you like to flip shoes, if you know how to flip clothes or accessories, or even just I've seen couch flippings. And with the new generation and the trend going on, there are NFTs that you can flip. So how much you can make is probably around 4 figures to 5 figures. I mean, depending on what you're flipping. If you're flipping NFTs, you can make like 6 figures, 7 figures. But you know, if you're flipping small things on Craigslist or Facebook Market, then 4 to 5 figures. I'm gonna say C tier. Unless you're really good at flipping NFTs or flipping like really rare shoes or accessories, pretty much C tier, I think it fits. Next business we have is real estate agent. The goal of becoming a real estate agent is that you are your own boss. You're pretty much going to be partnering up with a broker. Becoming a real estate agent will provide you tools that you can access all the real estate properties, and this is huge because you can be always staying on top of the market and looking for the best properties out there for yourself or for your clients. When you buy and sell homes for clients, they are gonna be sticking with you for pretty much their entire life if you've done the right job. Because usually people buy property and then they hold for a long term and then they sell the property with you, and then their kids are gonna buy the property and they're gonna sell the properties with you. So you're gonna have these long-lasting relationships that you can build upon. That's why many of the real estate agents don't really have to do a lot of work in terms of getting clients and leads, and that's pretty much the hardest job of real estate when you're first starting out. The con to real estate agent is that it can be very difficult to get the business off the ground at first because you don't know anyone and you don't have any client base.
Hello? I love you.
Another con is that depending on where you live, the earnings can be geographically varying. Another con of doing real estate is that it's commission based, so you're not guaranteed a salary or guaranteed money that you'll be making within your first year or so. I would rank this at a B tier. I've seen many real estate agents retire and do something else. You're also limited to how much you can handle by yourself, so probably A or B tier, maybe A tier. Yeah. Alright, lastly we have rideshare. One of the pros is that you have your own schedule that you can run the rideshare. The pay for rideshare can be better than minimum wage. I mean, I've seen people make $3,000 to around $6,000 a month. And depending on the area, you know, that can vary. One of the cons is that you're depreciating your car much faster than other people. The second con is that the pay for rideshare can actually be a lot lower than you think when you consider depreciation, gas, and maintenance. And people really often overlook this figure because they don't really know how much they are gonna have to pay to, maintain their car or fix their car down the line. And how much can you make? Uber and Lyft generates most around like 5 to 6 figure range, and because of that I would rank this in the B tier. Alright, thank you guys for watching today's video and my ranking on these side hustles, but I just want you to get out of this video that from S tier to B tier, it's not really guaranteeing you to become rich quick. You really have to put dedication and time into these businesses to make it work. A lot of people get the assumption that you can make money really fast and get rich quick. I mean, it happens to some people, but most likely it's not going to happen all the time. Alright,